Good day, everyone. So you are welcome to today's class. In today's class, we are going to be looking at algebraic expressions. Under this topic, we are going to be looking at the subtopic, which says simplification of algebraic fractions. So if I say algebraic expression, so algebraic expression simply means any expression that involves letters with numbers. So it can be number with letters or letters with numbers. So that is algebraic expression. But the subtopic says simplification of algebraic fractions. So simplification of algebraic fraction simply means any fraction that involves that has letter together with the number. That is, if you have 2 all over x plus 1 all over 5y. So this is algebraic fraction. So in this case, for us to be able to simplify, which means we are to solve, we have to resolve this to the lowest term, or you simplify it to the lowest term. So that is the what brings about simplification of algebraic fractions. So we are going to, without wasting much of our time, so all what we need under this topic is you should know how to factorize very well and know how to write numbers in difference of 2 squared, like x squared minus y squared. So to simplify x squared minus y squared, we have x plus y and x minus y. So we call this difference of 2 squared. And we should also know that minus x or x over minus y is the same thing as minus x over y. So you can see our minus is at the denominator, so you can bring it to the middle as x over minus y. And you should also know that x minus y is the same thing as minus y minus open bracket y minus x. So x minus y is the same thing as minus open bracket y minus x, because we are going to be given some expression that we need to make the term in the denominator and the numerator to be equal, so that we'll be able to divide them. So let's, after knowing all this, you should know how to factorize very well. I've said it before, so let's move to the first example. So the first example says, so example 1. So example 1 says simplify 3x squared plus 9x squared y squared all over 3x squared y. 3x squared y. So this is the first example we are going to consider. And the question says simplify 3x squared plus 9x squared y squared all over 3x squared y. So I've told you to simplify is to reduce the algebraic fraction to the lowest term. And to do that, we have 3x squared plus 9x squared y squared all over 3x squared y. So the first thing to do is to factorize numerator. If it is factorizable, then you you simplify as follows. So we now have 3x squared plus 9x squared y squared. If you look at the first term, that is from the numerator, 3x squared, 3 can go in 3 without remainder, 3 can go in 9 without remainder. So 3 is common. So we now factor out 3. Then if you look at the second term, which is x squared, then we have x squared on the second term at the numerator. So x squared is also common. The open bracket. So you can now say this 3x squared and 3x squared. So it's just like 3x squared, that is this 3x squared divided by this 3x squared. So 3 and 3, 1, 3 and 3, 1, x squared and x squared 1, x squared and x squared 1. So you are left with 1 for this one, then plus 3x squared, so we have this as 9x squared y squared all over 3x squared. So 3 in 3, 1, 3 in 9, 3. So we have 3. Then x squared in x squared 1, x squared in x squared 1. So we have 1. Then 1 in y squared, that is y squared. Then you close the bracket all over 3x squared y. So the next thing to do is to simplify further. That's 3x squared into 1 plus 3 times 1 times y squared. That is 3y squared all over, you close the bracket, then all over 3x squared y. So the next thing to do is to, if you look at 3x squared and the bracket, they join with multiplication. So we are allowed to cut like this. We are allowed to cut. So you can now say 3 in 3, 1, 3 in 3, 1, x squared in x squared 1, x squared in x squared 1. So you are left with 1 multiplied by 1 plus 3y squared, which is 1 plus 3y squared all over. So 1 times y, y. So we can leave our answer like this, or you can still simplify further but don't go and cut y from the denominator and y from the 3y squared. So what you need to do, you have to use y to divide each of these terms. So if you want to simplify further, so you use the denominator, which is y, to divide each of the terms. So this is the first term, which is 1 on the numerator, while the second term is 3y squared. So you can now solve further as, or simplify further as 1 over y plus 3y squared all over y. So which is the same thing as 1 over y plus y in y1, y in y squared. So you'll be left with 1y. So we now have 3y. So the final answer is now 1 over y plus 3y. So if you are asked to, if you want to simplify further, which means you are going to go back to this. So it's better it's either you leave it like this, or you leave it as 1 over y plus 3y. So that's the solution to the first example. So that's the solution to the first example. So we move to the second example. So example 2, simplify. So simplify x squared minus y squared plus 3x plus 3y all over s minus y plus 3. So look at this question. So question 2 says simplify x squared minus y squared plus 3x plus 3y all over s minus y plus 3. So solution. So if you look at this question very well, don't go and cut x from the denominator and x from the numerator. It's not allowed. Y from the numerator and y from the denominator. It's not allowed from the beginning. So what we need to do, we are going to factorize numerator if numerator is factorizable, and the denominator if denominator is factorizable, so as to reduce the terms there. So to do that, we have x squared minus y squared plus 3x plus 3y all over s minus y plus 3 equals to, so if you look at the first two terms from the numerator, we have x squared minus y squared. So we call this difference of 2 squared. And to simplify difference of 2 squared, we are going to have s plus y and x minus y. So s squared minus y squared give us s plus y, s minus y. Then plus, then if you look at the third term and the fourth term, we have common factor there. And the common factor is what? 3. So you now factor out 3. And 2, 3 in this 3 and 3x, that's 3 in 3, 1, so you'll be left with x. So we have x plus, then 3 in 3y, that is 1y, which is y. Then close the bracket all over the denominator. So we have x minus y plus 3. So which is equals to So if you now look at our numerator, we still have common factor. That is s plus y, s plus y. So you now bring out s plus y. So we have x plus y, then open another bracket. So s plus y in these two terms, so s plus y, we got s plus y, you'll be left with s minus y. Then s plus y in 3 into s plus y. So s plus y, we got s plus y, will be left with 3. That is plus 3. Then you close the bracket, all over s minus y plus 3. So if you now look at our numerator, we have common factor in numerator and denominator. And the common factor is s minus y plus 3 and s minus y plus 3. So if you like, you can put it in bracket, then you now cut once and cut this one 2 once. So here 1, here 1. So you don't just cut s, cut x, y, cut y. No, it's not like that. So you will now be left with s plus y times 1, that is s plus y, and all over 1. The s plus y over 1 is the same thing as s plus y, which means to simplify example 2, which is s squared minus y squared plus 3s plus 3y, all over s minus y plus 3. So we have the answer to be s plus y. So this is the simplification of question number 2. So let's move to question 3 now. Question 3 says simplify 4x squared minus 4xy plus y squared all over 2x minus y multiplied by 2y all over 4xy minus 2y squared. So to simplify this type of question, if you look at numerator from the first expression, 4x squared minus 4xy plus y squared. So we are going to factorize this. And to factorize, we have, okay, let me factorize this out. So we have 4x squared. So let me write the solution. So let me factorize 4x squared minus 4xy plus y squared first. So we have 4x squared minus 4xy plus y squared. So to factorize this, we have this multiplied by this. So that is plus x squared y squared. So we now look for two factors of 4x squared y squared that will add up to 4xy. So let's look for the SCM format. So for the SCM format, we have 4x squared y squared. So which is 2 can go. That is 2x squared y squared. 2 can still go. 2 into 1 x squared y squared. Then we have x into that is x y squared. We have x again. That is y squared. Then y ordinary y. Then y and y 1. So we have 2 times 2. So you can group it like this: 2x y. Then the second one, 2x y. So it means the two terms are 2xy and 2xy. So we have the factors to be 2xy and 2xy. And mind you, the middle term is minus 4xy. So it means we are going to have minus 2xy minus 2xy. So minus 2xy will give us minus 4xy. So you can now replace minus 4xy with minus 2xy minus 2xy. So the expression becomes 4x squared minus 2xy minus 2xy all over 2x minus y multiplied by 2y all over. Common factor here is 2. So 2 can go in 4 and 2 can go in 2. So we are left with 2y. At least we have y here, we have y squared here. So 2y is common, which is 2y and 4xy will be left with 2x, then minus 2y in 2y squared, that is ordinary y. So the next thing to do is to simplify this. Okay, sorry. So 2xy minus 2xy plus y squared. So I omitted y squared before. So sorry for that. So the next thing to do is to group this. So we now have so we have 4x squared minus 2xy in bracket. Then the second one, factor out minus, so we'll be left with 2xy. Then if you extract minus from plus, so it's going to be minus y squared. So all over 2xy, 2x minus y. Then multiply by 2y, all over 2y into 2x minus y. So the next thing to do is to look for the common factor. So the common factor here is 2 is common, x is common. So we now left with 2x minus 2x and 2xy, that is 2, ordinary y, all over, minus, the common factor here 2 is y, into y and 2xy, that is 2x, minus y and y squared, ordinary y, all over 2x minus y, then multiply by 2y all over 2y into 2x minus y. So we have common factor here, that is 2x minus y, 2x minus y. So bring one out, then you write the remaining factor, or the remaining term. So we have common factor that is 2x minus y in bracket. So 2x minus y go in this, so you'll be left with 2x, then minus 2x minus y in this one, so you'll be left with y. So all over 2x minus y multiplied by 2y all over 2y into 2x minus y. So that's now what? So 2x minus y here got 2x minus y. So here 1, here 1. Then you are left with, 2y here 1, 2y here 1. So you are left with 2x minus y times 1, which is 2x minus 1, y, all over 1 multiplied by 2x minus y. That is 2x minus y. So which is equals to 2x minus y divided by 2x minus 1. The answer is 1. Don't just cut y equal to y, x equal to x cubed. No, it's wrong. Just write 2x minus y all over 2x minus y. The answer is 1. So the simplification of the third example is 1. So as big as the question is, our final answer is what? 1. That is to the lowest term. So to the lowest term, the answer is 1. So let me give you one more example. So before we call it a day. So example 4. So question 4 says, simplify x squared minus y squared all over x squared minus 2xy plus y squared, then multiply by 2x squared minus xy minus x squared all over xy plus y squared divided by y minus x all over x squared minus x y. So to simplify this, so we are going to simplify each of the terms, both numerator and denominator, one after the other, so as to be able to reduce the question to the nearest minimum. So solution. So for the first one, we have x squared minus y squared. So x squared minus y squared is difference of two squares. So we are going to have x plus y, x minus y. So that's the simplification of x squared minus y squared. So all over x squared minus 2xy minus y squared. So if you multiply this x squared and y squared, we have x squared y squared. Then you now look for two numbers that when we multiply together, we have x squared minus y squared. But when we add, we have minus 2xy. So the factor will be minus xy minus xy. So minus xy minus xy will give us minus 2x squared. Minus 2xy. But minus xy multiplied by minus xy will give us plus x squared y squared. So that satisfies what we are looking for. So we now have x squared minus xy minus xy plus y squared. So minus xy give us minus 2xy. Then multiply by, so for this expression, expression, we have 2x squared minus xy minus y squared. So just like this, we are going to look for two factors of 2x squared y squared or minus 2x squared y squared that will add up to what? Minus xy. So we now have, so let me do that here. That is 2x squared y squared. So the factors will be 2xy and xy. So these are the factors, 2xy, xy, because we are looking for the factors of 2x squared y squared that will add up to minus xy. So to know where your minus is going to be, we have minus 2xy plus xy. Minus 2xy plus xy will give us minus xy. Then minus 2xy multiplied by plus xy will give us minus 2x squared y squared. So we can replace minus xy with minus 2xy and xy. So we have 2x squared minus 2xy plus xy minus y squared. So minus y squared, which is this, all over. The common factor here is x. So you have x into y plus x. Then divided by, so y minus x all over. Common factor here is x into s minus 1. So we have that. So let's simplify further. We have s plus y and s minus y all over. So here the common factor is, so let me omit one step here. So the common factor is x into x minus y. Then you factor out minus and y because y is a common factor here. So minus y into y minus y into minus xy, that's ordinary x. Then minus from the plus is minus. Then y in y squared, that's ordinary y. Then multiply by the same thing here. The common factor is 2x. So we have 2x into x minus 2x and 2xy, that is ordinary y. Then plus common factor here is y into s minus y. Then we now have all over s into y plus s and s plus y, they are the same. So let's rewrite it as s plus y. Then divided by y minus s. So y minus s can be written as minus into, so if we factor out minus, so it will be minus s, then minus y. So by the time you open this bracket back, you are going to get minus multiplied by s minus s minus multiplied by minus y plus y. So that's why we have this. Then we have s all over s minus y. So the next thing to do is to simplify further. So we have s plus y, x minus y, all over. Common factor here is s minus y. So we have s minus y. So open bracket s minus y, which is this. Then multiply by, so common factor here is also s minus y. So we have s minus y into, you are left with 2x plus y all over s into s plus y. Then change this division to multiplication. So if you change the division to multiplication, you are going to flip the fraction. So numerator will become denominator and denominator will become numerator. So it will be x into x minus y all over minus open bracket s minus y. So we can now cut. So let's reduce it to the lowest term now. So let's cut. If you have any common factor from numerator and denominator, so from numerators and denominators. So if you look at the first expression, x minus y a1, x minus y a1. So the next thing to do, look at x minus y a and x minus y a, because on the sign that join each of the term is multiplication. So we are allowed to cut like that. So x minus 1 here, x minus 1 here. So 1. So what again? We have x plus y and x minus 1. So then, okay, x plus y here, 1, x plus y here, 1. So the next thing is to cut x minus y, 1, x minus y. So you are left with minus 1. Then x here 1, x here 1. So you are left with, we are left with 1 times 2x minus y. I mean 2x plus y. So we have 2x plus y all over. So if you can see, as you can see, the only term we have on the numerator is, apart from 1, is 2x plus y. Then for the denominator, we have minus 1. So you now write it as minus 1. So if you now use minus 1 to divide, we have minus 2x minus 1. So the final answer to, or the final simplification of question 4, as big as it is minus 2x minus 1. So that is the end of question 4. So let's take it, let's call it a day now before we move to the next aspect. So thank you.